Native Americans, man. All right, because right, they just They just want to get rid of all you niggas.
Hey, the Georgia Guidestones. Get the population down to 500 million.
There you go.
From 7 billion, from over 7 billion to down to 500 million.
That's right.
That's a whole lot of fucking people, and most of those people make up you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
That's over a 90% decrease in the population.
Right. You know? And Edom wants to bring them numbers down because they can't defeat Jake they could wipe us out, but they can't do it in a way where it doesn't show them being absolute beasts and animals. Right, and as the damn devil that the Bible writes them as.
Because nothing is going to justify them just killing mass amounts of Israelites.
No, there ain't no justification for that shit.
Man.
Go ahead, Rock.
Hey, Esau hated us from the beginning, man. This is Genesis 27:41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
That's right, and that's the spirit that you Edomites, Edom has stayed in generation and generation and generation after generation.
I can hear that elder apostle saying that, man.
To this day, bro.
Hey, it's been from, like the brother's been saying, man, from the beginning, man.
Here we go, I got one.
Go ahead, Doc.
Ezekiel 35:5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahawah, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
That's right, man.
Esau is that bloody man.
And Esau is the bloody man, the violent man that David speaks of. Protect me from the violent man, oh Lord. You know, and that's where we're at. You know, we're so subject to Yahawah that we can't do nothing to Esau either, man. But do our little videos, man. And this is enough for them to want to put us to death. You know what I mean? You got another one? Go ahead, bro.
Amos 1:11. Thus saith Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi, for 3 transgressions of Edom,
that's right,
and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof.
Right.
Because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually. And he kept his wrath forever.
Come on. And Esau's wrath is still continuing, man. That same wrath that he had back then is still going on today. Which is why brothers' videos is getting yanked down and getting flagged and all this other mess.
And they flagging videos about us talking about Edomites now. So look at that shit.
Period. You got that. That's what happened. They mad. And that's okay, man. You will be mad.
So you got me in the spirit.
Go ahead and get that, brother.
Let me get one more.
All right, go ahead.
Real quick.
Oh, you got one too?
Go ahead.
Hey, man, it's cool. It's cool, bro. Go with the flow. The lesson, it don't matter. This is just about the spirit. Go ahead, bro.
Esau 49. Jeremiah 49:10.
That's right.
But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places. He shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not.
So look at what's going on in the world, man. Like the brother said, Esau's exposed, man. And they looking for that rock, that place where they can go hide like a cockroach, and there ain't nowhere to run. All right, there's nowhere to go.
You can't run from the light, man.
No, you can't run from the light. And they getting bombarded on every side with light. Like, here, nigga, this is the truth about you.
And when we say on every side, we're talking about
every side.
From the east part of the world to the west of the world.
To the west.
That's every side. He's surrounded, man.
And north and south, man.
Hey, he can't go nowhere.
Hey, Satan just snared you up. Man. All right? And the Most High is going to destroy you, man. And there's nothing you can do. The book is out on Esau Edom, man. He's a vagabond. He's a violent man. He's the destroyer. All right? He's a plague upon the earth. He goes to and fro destroying where he goes, man. He, like the brother mentioned earlier, he takes the resources, and if you ain't willing to give up the resources, he'll send the military in, crack your ass a couple times, and then take your shit. And if he can't beat your military, he'll just scorch your whole land.
Or he'll overthrow your government and set up a puppet leader.
Right.
Now you
sell you out.
Now the country wonder why they fucking dirt poor.
Right.
Because Esau taking all the natural resources they use to make their country money and selling it
over
and making profit off.
It's the only way they can get money, man.
And this is you Edomites. This is your lot, man. This is Job 27:13, and it says, "This is the portion of a wicked man with Yahawah, and the heritage of the oppressors, which they shall receive from the Almighty.
That's right.
If his children be multiplied, it be multiplied for the sword.
Be multiplied.
And if
for
his
the
offspring shall be satisfied with bread, those that remain of him shall be buried in death, and his windows shall not weep. Though he heap up."
His widow shall not weep. His woman
No,
won't
'cause
even
they
weep
gonna
when
come
he
back.
goes down.
Concubine, bitch.
Yo.
And you gonna sleep in the barn, bitch.
Man, you'll sleep in the barn.
Though he heap up silver as the dust, and prepare the remnant as the clay,
I gotta say.
all right, he may prepare it, but the just shall put it on.
That's
And
right.
the innocent shall divide their silver. He buildeth his house as a moth, and as a
My bad.
say something?
Go ahead, Doc.
As a moth that the keeper maketh, the rich man shall lie down, but he shall not be gathered. He opened his eyes, and he is not.
So Edom, man, you got compared to a whole bunch of bad shit right there. But the one that stuck out the most to me was you being having your kingdom built as a moth, man. Being useless and moth-eaten and weak, man. Feeble.
Decrepit.
Yeah.
It's look at the road.
Right. I was just about to say,
Look at the fucking roads,
you know,
man.
if you pan around this general area where we're at, these roads suck ass, bro. You know,
you gotta pan
you ain't
around.
got to pan it around, bro.
slut.
You know, they done seen the street enough
Shit, they
times.
drive these goddamn streets.
Yeah, these niggas
I hit a
drive.
fucking pothole the other day. I thought my airbag was going to activate, man.
This is shit. Boop, boop, boop.
You was like,
Ah,
God damn.
Hell yeah, boy. I'm like, God damn. I thought my airbag was
Ah,
come out.
shit.
I got another one for you real quick, dog. This is Obadiah chapter 1, of course. Verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?
Right.
You know, it's just like the brother read in Jeremiah, man. The Most High mentions these things. That's why the scriptures tell you that you got to read precept upon precept. All right? Here a little, there a little. Move on a little bit. I'm going to jump to 10, actually. And it says, "For the violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever," man. So, hey, Esau, Edom, out of Waman, the wasted man, all right? Hey, you're going to be cut off forever, man. You're going to serve your chattel slavery, man. And the Most High is going to completely eradicate your race, man.
That's
from the face of the earth.
right.
That's right.
So death to y'all, man.
So and pull our videos. We don't give a shit.
Hey.
We gonna keep making them.
Because everything you do from this point on, man, you forward prophecy.
Right, exactly.
You take us off YouTube,
You
that brings
push-
for the
that's
family of the
prophecy.
word. So do what you do.
Do what you do. Do what you gotta do.
You already in checkmate, man.
right. You already lost.
You've been
man.
in checkmate like five
Oh,
generations ago.
Just
man.
to,
Esau was in check. Esau was in check,
since
man, when
the
his ass was
beginning.
born.
right,
Shit.
right. Yeah.
He was in check,
Fuck
man.
ass dude. You was playing checkers the whole time, nigga. You know what game it was?
That's what I'm saying.
He was playing check. Yeah, I had a king.
I got a kid. So, and I just want to make a point too, man. Just because the brothers were speaking on how decrepit this area is now. This used to be a
bro.
prominent area, bro.
Used to
I'm
be
telling
lush.
you. That was a Macy's right there. Wasn't it a Macy's? This was a
I
Macy's
remember coming
right
to
here.
this mall as a chill child, man. This shit was lush as fuck.
When I was a kid, and this building, when we started teaching, we actually used to teach right there, underneath that overhang. They had
kicked
just
us off.
closed this Macy's, and they still had signs and everything that they was trying to lease it.
I ain't have no beer.
Man, that was like 6 years ago that we started over there at that spot right there before they kicked us out, and that shit ain't changed. They haven't put shit over here. It's been empty as hell ever since.
Everybody shopping on my
Hey,
shit.
the,
Everybody broke,
the
man.
grinding shall cease, man.
Right, and you know, just to prove that point, man. Esau, Edom's kingdom is done with, bro. So do what you got to do. Did you have a set, bro?
Yeah, I just wanted to bring out 2nd Ezra 15 and 6, because basically it's almost done, man. For the wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
That's right. Polluted the whole earth, man. Drunk on that wine of Cesare, man.
And your hurtful works have been fulfilled, man.
Heavens, man.
Which what does the Most High say about the whole idea of Cesare, man? Who is hated for the namesake of so-called Jesus, man?
Not a soul.
Who is despised? Who will despise? If we was out here talking about Jesus, man,
Boy, it'd be a goddamn fucking block full of people, man.
Man.
I had lawns.
They were- yeah,
bringing
lawn
us
chairs.
presents, money.
Yeah.
right? They'd be out here frying fish and everything, man. We'd
They'd
be a
have-
whole
they'd put
barbecue
heaters
going
next to
on.
us and
These
shit.
niggas be barbecuing all the time. I bet you they wish we never came out here. Be like, damn, I can't even stand in front of my damn yard and do my barbecues on Sundays because them niggas always out here yelling about some Yahawashi. Yeah, we talk about Yahawashi, man. We willing to be hated
What
for the
else
Lord's
is there to talk
namesake.
about, baby?
That Mark 13. Was there more on that, bro?
Let me see. Nah, that's it.
Where we at? All right. Switch it up. Somebody grab me that's rock. You got something, brother? Was you want something?
Nah.
Okay.
I was gonna bring it after y'all's out.
Okay.
What you need is Sirach?
Somebody grab me that 10 and 8, and then somebody grab me like Revelation 13, speaking on the chip. I believe it's between 9 and 18, 16, somewhere there.
You want me to bring out that 10 and 8?
Khan, yeah, if you got that, brother. And then Yadazak, if you would, with whichever one, you get some. What are you grabbing, brother? Khan. And then okay, you already got it.
This is Sirach chapter 10. Sirach chapter 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
And Khan, man, and that process is taking place now, man. When we say that, Edom, you know how you got Babylon, okay? We shouldn't have to discuss it anymore. You got rulership over the whole earth with bloodshed, rape, robbery, and murder. All right, and putting the people in these putting the fake rulers like the brothers were speaking on earlier, such as the Herodian dynasty, up until now, these Edomites in power in different nations, man. Like the brother also mentioned, you put up these puppet leaders that are Edomites that are leading in these nations, man.
Are they fucking sell out Jake?
And this is why the Most High despise your holy days, man.
Right.
You about to celebrate you taking this land from Gad.
Thanksgiving, man. And with that being said, because you've done these things, the Most High is stripping you from power and stripping you out of that rulership seat.
That's right.
All right, and it's going to be a violent fall. All right, no kingdom goes down peacefully, man. You know, Rome didn't go peacefully. There's a lot of bloodshed in Rome when Rome fell, man.
This motherfucker killed millions upon millions of Israelites. You think he just gonna hand his kingdom over?
Yeah. No.
If he took it by bloodshed, he gonna defend it the same way.
He's gonna defend it the same. So much in vain that these niggas are gonna fight the Most High, man.
Anyway,
Well, think about it. They know they have no fight. Hey, look, they know that salvation's not for them, man. Hey, Esau sided with tears, man.
Right. Yeah.
So in his head, that's his only hope is to try to fight against the Most High.
His only, yeah. And what's
which is sad, man.
Think about this, man.
No, that ain't sad.
No, that's sad. The hell with Esau.
Fuck Esau.
This Esau's so dumb, bro. I'm not trying to tell jokes. We gonna tell an Edomite joke real quick.
Bruh, don't get me started, bro. I'll have
Esau's so dumb, bro. He gonna try to box the Most High with the weapon the Most High gave him.
Exactly, bro. The weapon that the Most High put in his mind gave him the idea to make.
Man, pause and let that sizzle in your soul for a minute.
It's like those movies where the bad guy hand you a gun and there's no bullets in it, man.
Right. He's like, here, nigga, here.
Want to have a shootout?
It's
You
pointless,
want to have
man.
a shootout, and you go to shoot, and you ain't got no bullets. Your dumb ass
a
really.
fake-ass gun.
You really thought I was gonna hand you the whole gun with the bullets and everything? The Most High's got you in a trick bag, Esau.
Hey, pursuing the Proverbs 9 and 10, the fear of
Yeah.
the Most High is the beginning of wisdom. But Esau, the mighty men of
Esau-
Teman have no wisdom,
Esau
man.
lacks
Pursuing to the
wisdom.
book of Obadiah, man.
He lacks wisdom.
You lack wisdom, man.
Especially in these days. You Edomites are dumb.
Who would try to fight the Most High, man?
Esau.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much
We'll get
it.
destroyed by the Most High.
And
That just shows how much this man hates the Most High. Man.
you know what, brother? Jump. You got that. What do you
I
got?
Revelation 13.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, bro. Hit that, and then you, brother, just get Mark 13, and 13, and then Luke 6 and 22, bro.
Revelation
And I'll be
13.
done after.
Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
That's right. So at the end of this famine, in the famine of the word, and after chaos has ensued, and Lord willing, the brothers that are here endure. You know, Lord willing, many of you brothers endure. But when we get past that point, then comes the chip, man. The chip will come in as a way to soothe what's going on in the world, man. As a way to uplift the people, so you can get your chicken nuggets and your Happy Meals again.
They're at least gonna cause all this chaos to happen,
the
so they can be
temptation,
like,
man. When you
all
hungry.
right, we'll put everything back in place. Just take this chip. This is the solution.
This
to all
is the
problems.
solution. Everybody get the chip.
Hey, look, these Edomites call it order appliqueo, man. Order out of chaos.
Order
man.
out of chaos.
They give you the problem, knowing they already have the solution, man.
Creating a problem, knowing and having a solution in mind already, which is wicked as all hell, man. But Edom continues to do it. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 17.
Just
damn.
stop traffic.
That's the Most High.
Hey, you ain't got your lights on at all. It's dark out here.
Revelation 13 and 17. and that no man might buy or sell save he had the mark,
That's right.
or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Con.
Here is.
Go ahead, Doc. Go ahead.
Hey, you guys got a flyer?
Nah, bro.
Flyer, man.
We don't have no flyer. We on YouTube.
You guys got a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Hey,
G-
what is it?
GMS, bro. GMS Colorado. GMS Denver. Just look up GMS. We got camps everywhere, bro. From sea to signing sea.
Yep.
All right, cool. Thanks,
Yep.
guys.
No doubt.
Problem, man. Going on, man.
Go ahead, Doc. Salah.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell save he had the mark of the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is what. So what John is seeing right here in this vision. He's seeing people in this society, in this day and age. He was looking right here, and whenever they gonna make this damn shit mandatory.
That's right.
He's seeing people being locked out of society because they don't have that RFID chip. And he's
right.
saying, damn, I see people who don't have the mark and they can't buy or sell.
They can't do nothing.
So he was looking at men of the Lord not having that chip, and they was locked out of society.
Right.
Or he was seeing these Edomites who know that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast, and they ain't taking it.
Right.
So either way, you're going to be locked out of society if you don't have this chip, because it's going to be made mandatory, man.
It will be made mandatory, and at first they may not be on everybody's head about getting it, but I'm sure they'll put a timeline.
That's the time we in now.
Right.
It's voluntary now.
It's
You
voluntary.
can actually buy the kits and put the shit in yourself.
Yeah, you can do it yourself. It ain't no big deal. But then when they make the shit mandatory and it gets bucked,
it's gonna get hot out here.
That's when Esau gonna be kicking in niggas' doors and
You got the chip, motherfucker.
right and hauling you off.
That's that man shall want to go,
They gonna have their robots.
If
If you ain't got that
to.
chip with that radio frequency, you gonna be getting shot up out here, man.
That's right. Yeah. Whatever it is.
And that's simple day one programming,
Right,
man.
With like this brother speaks on, man. They got robots, man, that they're putting into order, weaponized robots that they could basically set up a simple programming to annihilate niggas without the chip.
Yeah.
Too easy.
Too easy. So
And you don't got to worry about it being a human soldier that's gonna be like, fuck, man.
no. They ain't gonna waste the manpower because they ain't gonna have a lot.
They gonna send their floods in. That's why Isaiah 59 and 19 is written.
Because think about it, man. You ain't gonna. This is one of the things about the American military too, man. When
There's only so many troops for billions of people, man.
But on top of that, what I'm getting at is a lot of these troops, man. They listen to the prophets, and they have families and they have wives and children too. And you ain't gonna just get these men to turn their weapons against the country and the citizens that they protect.
That's why they gonna send the foreign troops.
Hey, that's why
Exactly.
they gonna send the UN troops over there.
Exactly.
That have no ties to these American people. So
They gonna send the American
it's gonna be just like
troops to
shooting
try to
goddamn. It's just like killing the fly to them, man.
Right? Yeah,
And
they
then
gonna be tripping.
not only the troops, they have all these police
hate us
forces
already, bro.
All these
Everybody hates America.
God, all these police forces are already militarized, man. They have all type of military vehicles and weapons and shit. So the troops, they gonna send troops over here to fight in the war. But you gonna have the police forces out, because it's a whole lot of fucking police.
The police is militarized already, and they like killing niggas and shit.
So it ain't gonna be no thing for them, man.
But when it starts to affect their families,
That's what
and I want to get
wasn't
this.
trained for this.
I
And
want to
look,
get this
if it
point out
wasn't,
too.
if it wasn't a concern, the DOD wouldn't have done surveys to see which troops would actually kill people in their own domestic country, man.
And that's another
Ask you
point.
straight up as a soldier, like, would you kill American civilians given the order?
And that's another point though, is that the police that applies to them too. You're gonna have a lot of them be like, I'm not doing this shit. Drop their badge because they're gonna become targets, man.
Look what happened during Katrina when it was just a hurricane, man.
Right.
What did all the cops do? They robbed the Cadillac dealership and drove to Texas, man.
Right.
They gonna bitch up too, man.
Yeah, a lot of them are
They
gonna
don't
drop.
need these
A lot of them
fucking
are gonna turn in
drones
their
and
weapons
robots,
and badges, man.
It's the reason the Most High gave them that technology, man.
If you ever watched real quick, The Division, or if you ever played that game, it's a Tom Clancy game. In the beginning of the game, what happens is they drop basically a disease on a dollar, right? And they put that dollar into circulation in the earth because people use money, right? All right, so
Be an easy way to.
and they did it during the time that we're living in right now, Black Friday, all right, Thanksgiving,
A whole lot of money
Christmas,
exchanging
where
hands.
money's
Where
exchanging
corporate
hands
America's getting bonuses.
rapidly, right? So that happens, and everyone starts getting sick. They quarantine New York, all right. They bring in actually the chip. They bring in all that, all right.
Oh, the
And-
Division, that was hard.
and they show a scene basically when it's like getting bad, when the riots are out here, when you know it's full on confrontations with cops and people that are supposed to be in authority over you or whatever. And they bitch out, man. They talk about, man, we weren't fucking trained for this. We got niggas coming at us with guns, killing us. Like, they not throwing bottle rockets.
Hey, Salak, if
They
I may
hungry.
say, in that same game, it showed the food trucks and the people and these militias, man, attacking these food trucks to get the resources, man.
Yup.
And they do that in a fucking
And the
video
water.
game, man.
They put the truth
Banding
right in front
together,
of you,
man. Police, they had like a faction of police, they had a faction of whoever, you know what
That's
I'm
how it's
saying?
gonna be out here.
And you know Esau
Killing,
don't want to give
killing
they're
the
all
ones who
different.
wasn't armed, man.
They're all
That's-
different factions.
Because the thing is, man, when all hell breaks loose, the
I forgot
economy,
about that. That was
when,
hard.
when the economy collapsed, the first thing these people gonna do is get to these damn food stores to hold it hostage. You see? And that's gonna be territory. That's gonna be the prime battlegrounds. These places of resources like your fucking Walmart, your Costco's,
Yup, not
your
working.
Sam's Club. You gonna have faction of people battling
I
up
think
together
about that shit all
and holding
day.
that shit hostage. And if you come in their territory, you're gonna have to fight them to get that territory, man. That's the shit. That's the type of shit that's about to happen here, man.
Oh man,
That's
just
what. That's
going,
101.
just going a block in certain cities is gonna be fucking hard. Have you
You have
brothers
shit blocked the fuck off.
have you brothers watched that movie Bushwick?
Think about these gangs, man.
With Dave Bautista.
Yeah,
in it?
Oh,
It's
yeah,
a
that was
must watch
hard,
for
bro.
all
Yeah,
our
yeah,
fans.
yeah,
For all
yeah.
you must watch.
Brothers need to watch that.
Yeah,
you ain't seen
watch
it, man.
Bushwick. That's a good movie.
Man, went out, man, I ain't gonna ruin it, but the way, man, what happened, I was like, what the
Yeah, oh yeah,
how this
how
bitch?
it ended, yeah,
I
that
know
shit was
this
stupid.
fucking nasty ass.
Of
Yeah,
course,
oh,
man.
fucking dusty hoe.
Her little ass make it, bro. Come on.
Oh, man, that
that's
shit have
fun.
you hot.
Let's get this.
Go ahead, bro. Go
Revelation
ahead.
13 and 18. Revelation 13 and 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his numbers. Hold on. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. You see, not the spiritual demon Satan. This is the number of a man, and that man is Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He's the one who's going to implement this chip, man, because this is what these damn elites want. They want everybody on the planet Earth chipped so they can show that they have rulership over the people, man. And as Israelites, we have been commanded not to receive that RFID chip, man. You see?
That's right.
If you do, the only thing you're gonna receive is death.
Yep. So Revelation 13 and 18, here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. And his number is 636. Now, when you go into this word 666, in the Greek it's kasai stigma. When you go into that word stigma, it means mark made by a pointed instrument. What's the pointed instrument? The needle they're going to use to implement this, to insert the RFID chip under your skin, man. You can't get a fucking doctrine or a philosophy. You can't get marrying white women. You can't get
The Vatican.
all that bullshit. You can't get none of that shit out of how these words break down when you go into them, man. It points
That's right.
directly to the RFID chip, man.
Directly
It don't
to the
point to
RFID
nothing
chip,
else.
man.
It don't point to no damn embargo. It don't point to no goddamn Caesar Borgia. It don't point to none of that, man. It points to the RFID chip being the mark of the beast, and that's it. There is nothing else, man. So if you receive, matter of fact, let me get the judgment of that. And if you receive that RFID chip as an Israelite, because the Most High only cares about the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, like I like to say, the Most High don't give a damn if Esau go get 50 RFID chips put in his ass, man. As an Israelite, we have been commanded by our power not to receive that RFID chip. And if you do, this is the judgment written, man.
That's powerful. He said that, man.
Revelation
That's
chapter 14 and 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, and the mark that's in your forehead is the Neuralink, you see, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So ain't no such, I'm gonna get the chip and at the last minute I'm gonna see Yahawashi come and I'm gonna pop the chip out.
Right.
The Most High said, if you get
I'ma
this
spit it
fucking
out.
chip, if you get this fucking chip, that's your ass. You're gonna be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Ain't no repenting from it. Ain't no coming back from it, man.
Nope.
You see?
Me and y'all
You
don't
got you
need to
niggas
talk
out here
about
talking about, the Most High said you can repent from all sins. Well, it says if you get this chip, you're gonna be tormented with fire and brimstone. How can you repent? You see? You niggas full of shit, man.
Niggas is full of shit.
Go ahead, brother. That was
It
it.
says
Verse
the right
11.
hand.
You're
You're
I'm
done.
giving
I'm
you love.
passing to these
Yeah,
brothers.
what about
Verse
them?
11.
Or like the
Stupid
there's a- I
ass
remember
shit,
when we
man. I've
when we
seen
started
comments like that on videos.
It was
man.
maybe 5 years ago,
Stupid ass
man.
Jacob be
One
like,
of them
it
bug
says the
outs.
right hand. What about the left though?
Con,
It
no, I
don't
seen
matter
the
what the
video.
fuck you
mean,
do,
but
you get in your fucking bit toe, it's still the mark of the beast.
Oh yeah, wherever.
It was a Fallout nigga,
Play
man.
with
Like
the
maybe
most
5 years ago that was scoffing the elders and fell out. We made a video, man. I forget the motherfucker's name. It was so long ago. but he had like a potato chip and he put it on his hand and he started talking shit, you know, scoffing like, look, nigga, I got the chip.
Whatever, fuck
Oh,
that.
yeah. Bruh, death on that nigga 1,000 times over.
Oh, yeah, look, I got
Period.
one verse
Fuck
though.
that nigga, man.
Revelation
Yeah.
14 and
Them
11,
niggas
and the
is
smoke
fucking
of the
ass.
torment. Revelation 14 and 11, and the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night. Who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark in his hand. That lets you know ain't no repentance for taking the chip, man.
Nope.
If you get the chip, hey, that's your judgment. That's what's written, man. Ain't no I'm gonna pop it out in the last, man. I'm gonna cut my hand off. No, nigga.
No.
You still had that idea in your head to take the chip. And why the fuck would you even play like? Why would you play with? Why would you even say some shit like I could take it out at the last
Trying to
minute?
be a
I'll-
smart ass.
What kind of
nigga
shit is
on
that?
side.
Nigga wanted the McFlurry, bro. Wanted the McFlurry.
Nah, come on, man. Oh, that's it. What you got?
Dumb.
You got something?
Oh, this brother's gonna jump on side. I got my
Yeah, I
lesson.
was gonna get on Esau's head a little bit
So
more.
go ahead, brother. You need whatever you need.
I got a little short lesson about salvation. A little bit.
Yeah, somebody want to grab Jeremiah 49 and 10, man? Kind of, bro.
You got it up?
Switch over to put that other stuff away.
Obadiah.
This is Jeremiah chapter 49 and 10. But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places. He shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not.
Hey, Esau, for too long, man, have you got away with